pastry brushes. I never can find them when I need them. This one actually is a barbecue brush. Okay, I'm back. I found it. Here it is. It is from Amazon. And look, the crust still brown, even under that. Y'all, we ready for pie? Yes, we are. I'm so excited. So I don't know if it'll be part of this video. Maybe I'll put some teasers in here. We made our own homemade cherry pie filling from trees from my yard. If that is not included in this video, which I don't know that it will, cherries that have the pits in them, or if you cut it, usually if you cut like your apples, understanding that these are safe, add that juice in there, of the quart. I've got them in here, and I got the stove. See that color? Put it in where you need it. It thickens as it cooks. There will be a full-length video on how to make cherry pie filling and how to can it in very, very soon. So be watching for that. Here's some leftover cherry pie filling. Yum. What I am wanting to share with all of you today is how you can quickly throw together stuff from your pantry to make a quick dessert for if company shows up or just because or whatever. But we love cooking from scratch. I love using things from my yard, and I love bringing you all along. Today we have store-bought pie crust. It came as a 2-pack. I'll show you what we'll do with the second one in just a minute. This is a deep dish pie crust. And if you notice, the pie filling I have in here, I saved back a quart of it. And this is what was left after we were canning. We'll set that aside. I don't know if we'll need it or not. But I forgot to turn the camera on like a goofball. I just started, moving around and doing all the things that you do in the kitchen and forgot to turn on the camera. And so I have a customer of mine who comes to farmer's market told me that his secret to his pies is to put some jam in there. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to do that. So I have some tart cherry, I call it syrup, but it was really just like a soft set jam. And I added it to the pie filling. You can see it's still very hot from, we were just processing over here. And so we have about 5 cups of filling in here now. And so we're going to go ahead and fill up our deep dish pie crust. You know what? I think this is going to be plenty. But I wanted to explain why the color of this versus this is a little bit different. And I am going to see if I can't get all of this in here. We shall see. Okay. So, whoa. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I need to get that spoon out. I like my pies to really dome up a lot, but I may have pushed the limit here with this because I do not want to cover up. I just want to dome it up here in the middle. I am not wanting it to come out yet. I just love those pies that are really tall. You can do that easier with fresh fruit, but we're going to try to make this work today with our home canned fruit. Okay, because I won't be cutting the pie today, we'll do a quick little taste test. See how this is. Oh, very good. I really like the addition of the jelly. This is very interesting. But I gotta admit, I'm getting a little nervous. I shouldn't have put this in quite yet. We're gonna move this off to the side for just a second here. Now I'm gonna take this second pie crust. And what I could have done is use both pie crusts. And I could have just put on like a crumble or something and made this work. But what I'm going to do now, well, I was hoping to, maybe I let it thaw too much. I want to take this other pie crust out of the tin. And if I can do it careful enough, we won't have to even roll it. Because remember, it's deep dish, so I'll be able to dome with it. think we're going to be able to get this out. What I was going to do was I had planned to roll it out and put it on top, but we don't even need to do. I've got an egg here, and let's go ahead and get a quick egg wash going. So I'm going to use the whole egg, okay? And this is just a pastry brush. We don't talk about my issues with pastry brushes. I never can find them when I need them. This one actually is a barbecue brush that goes on top of a bottle and you squeeze it. So it is what it is, folks. Let us get a paper towel and try to clean up some of this because we want our pie crust to stick together. And if you overfill like I'm doing, that makes it harder. So now I'm going to take some of this egg wash and I'm going to put on this, the edge here of this pie crust. Okay. Very generously. This is going to be our binder. Right. And because this is working so lovely like, I think I'm going to continue to just gently caress. And we're going to convince this. Oh, I put a hole in it. That's okay. We're going to make a vent anyway. That is okay. When I can't see what I'm doing, that's when I have issues. Oh, I did. I boogered it up. That's okay. So we're just basically going to invert this, put it over the top of this, and it is going to hang over the edge a bit. This is good. We want to do that because we want to pinch this really well. We want to make sure, because we have all that filling in there, that we're going to pinch this in. It's sticking over the edges, but I'm sure that it's had a minute to seal together because of the egg. Now what I want to do is pull that up and then pinch it over the top. I hope that my cameras will show you and I can zoom in and stuff and show how I'm doing this. Okay. So the reason I made cherry pie, if I didn't tell you already, is I told my family, okay, I'm going to be in this collaboration called Pies of March. And I wanted to bring something that everyone loved, everyone in the family, so that I didn't just have a pie. I mean, who doesn't like pie, right? So we love pie anyway. But my son is getting back tonight. My son-in-law is arriving tonight. And my daughter is here. And they all said, cherry. And I was like, okay, I need to make the pie filling. I'll just make a cherry pie. And you know what? So far, unless someone sneaks in tomorrow, there is no cherry pies in the Pies of March collaboration. Can you believe it? So we had to make a cherry pie. Let's take just a minute to talk about the Pies of March collaboration. It is co-hosted by my friends Leanne over at Mennonite Farmhouse and Tony over at Kettle Kitchen. I don't remember if this is their third or what year it is that they've been doing this, but I've been lucky enough to participate a few times, and I am so excited to share with you that in addition to all these amazing pie recipes that you have been receiving all month long, every single day, a new creator posting some delicious favorite recipe, you have the opportunity to win some prizes. You can do that by commenting on videos like mine in the comment section below. Tell me, is this a pie that you enjoy? Is this a fruit you enjoy? You know, let's get a conversation started. And those conversational comments that you make will be included in the drawing, and it'll be by a random comment picker. So of all the videos, mine could be chosen, and you might win either a $50 or a $100 gift card. If you attend the live at the beginning of April, then you'll be able to also participate in the live and have a chance to win from making comments and keeping conversation going during the live. So make sure that you watch all the videos and head over to the live when they post that. So now that I have pinched that, it really doesn't look too bad, honestly. But you can take 2 fingers and 1 finger and make a design. But this is really a soft dough. I really like my doughs refrigerated, but it's a little warm in here from all of our canning, but it'll be okay. I bet that they will eat it. So I'm just going to go all the way around the pie. And this is just one more chance to kind of pinch everything together. And before I put this in the oven, I just remembered I don't have my pie guards down here and I don't have any aluminum foil. So I will have to pause and go get that. We have a nice vent hole, but I'm going to get a, and I usually like to, let's see, I usually like to put like the letter of what it is, or even if I have extra dough, I might like make cherries and stick on there and color them. Like, it's super fun to take food coloring and dip it in a little brush and, you know, paint on the cherries. That would be super fun with the green and the red, but we're not going to do that today. So I think I'll just end up cutting some slits in here. Since I already goofed it up, it won't be super fancy and fun, but it's going to be delicious. I know. We did taste the filling, didn't we? So I like to take and make big slits, and then on either side, you know, make a small slit. So now that I know I have plenty of those in here to vent our pie, because it will bubble out. We're going to get that egg wash back out again. And then I am going to brush some egg wash all over the entire pie. This is going to give it a lovely golden color. I'm using a duck egg today. You can use chicken or whatever. I've been known to even use goose eggs. Typically, those are my favorite for scrambling. And if you don't want to use egg, you can also use milk. Eggs are not as available for everyone right now, but I'm actually getting plenty of eggs for myself. So that's what I'm using today. But a little bit of milk works really well. And you can also get away with just using water to seal your top and your bottom together. Now, if I had been on the ball, I only had 1 pie crust frozen. If I had been, you know, really thinking ahead, I like to make pie crust ahead and put them in the freezer. You know, you can either save these that, like from today, we didn't use that other one, or you can actually buy them online, or many stores like Walmart carry them, and you can make your own pie crust, freeze them, and have them ready. I really like that around the holidays. That way, if you have any extra food, I will take and pull out a pie crust and I will put together some sort of a pot pie or a cottage pie or something like that. And it's just a great way to use up leftovers from a big family dinner. I think of it a lot at Thanksgiving. I almost always do it because we have tons of vegetables. You know, we'll have our peas and our corn and our potatoes and everything. So that's a good thing. And then on top, we're going to get I've got some cane sugar. They actually have special decorator's sugar that you can use that looks really pretty. But I like to sprinkle a generous amount of that on there because I just think it gives a nice crunch to the crust. And I think it looks pretty too. So my oven has been preheating. It is at 425 degrees. I'm guessing we'll put a generous tablespoon, I'll say, if you need measurements. And then if you need measurements for the pie filling, again, it is 1 quart-size jar plus 1 jelly, which I thought, you know, that's going to be a fun little twist too to show you, because anybody can just put together a pie, you know, from frozen dough, and you can purchase pie fillings and put in a pie. I mean, most of us probably can do that, and I just wanted to show you something different. So by adding this jelly, which again, I'm sorry you didn't actually get to see me mix it and show how well the pie while the filling was hot, I was able to get that to just kind of melt in. But all you really have to do is you can just take, if you're using cold filling, like if off the shelf, and you can take this and you can warm it in the microwave, I don't know, 30-second intervals, just to get it kind of loose. And you can use jam, you can use jelly, you can use whatever. And it just gives a little bit something different to your pies. And I'm really excited to try it because, like I said, one of my market customers said that that's his trick and his pies are really good. So I know my family's going to love it. I don't think we're going to get a taste test in today, but I will show you the pie once it comes out of the oven. Inevitably, I will have some spillage, I'm sure. So what I like to do is take a sheet pan. I am going to go ahead and even put the parchment on there just to save myself a little bit. And I'm going to very carefully put this onto my sheet pan. Our oven, if I didn't say it already, is at 425 degrees. And we're going to bake this for like 20-25 minutes. Here it is before putting in the oven. I wanted to show you. And if I can get you to see, here it is. It is from Amazon. My friend Carrie over at My Table of Three, she gifted me this. Oh, I don't know. It's been maybe a year or two ago. And it is so cool. See these little spots? And then on the end, there's this little notch so that you can make it for whatever size pie you're baking. It's really cool. Take it and wrap it around the pie, making sure that the one with the notch is on the bottom. And then I'll find the closest notch and slide that right on there. Might even see if I can go one tighter. Oh, our oven is preheated. Okay. So this might even go two tighter. Here we go. Oh, that's plenty tight now. This is going to shield our pie because, you know, nobody wants the crunchy crust, you know? I mean, you just don't want that. So I'll probably check on this at about the 20-minute mark, and then I'll probably take this shield off and let it cook for another 5 or 7 minutes. And I cannot wait to see how it turns out. Oh, wow. This looks fantastic. Take this off. Woo! Hot, hot, hot. And look, the crust still brown, even under that. So I forgot the metal ones you have to take off. These you don't. So I think it only took about 20 minutes. Look at that beautiful color. It almost looks like cinnamon on there. The milk will give it a lighter color than the egg wash will, especially since I use the yolk also. So look at this beautiful pie. I'm going to let this completely cool before we dig into this. Actually, we're going to wait and eat it probably tomorrow since it'll be so late when everyone gets in tonight. And there won't probably be a taste test other than we tasted that. But I will tell you that by putting in that jar of jelly, it's going to just kind of help give structure to that piece of pie so that when we go to cut it, it'll kind of stay together a little bit better. If I think of it, if I get it, a picture of it, I will add it in, but no promises. They're probably going to take a fork and dig in the 3 of them. I may not even get a bite. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate each and every one of you. We will see you next time here on The Inquisitive Farm Wife. So bye for now. Now who wants to do all my dishes?